Hello everyone, this is Ishwar Kumar, Faculty of Geography. In this video, we will discuss about multiple choice questions. So, in every chapter, in every ending of the each and every chapter of every class of NCERT textbooks, we will frame some multiple choice questions and we will do a discussion over it so that every aspirant, every student will get the some idea how the questions are framing for competitive examinations and also for school educations. So in every after the ending of every chapter, we will frame questions according to the chapter and we will discuss, we will provide multiple choice questions with the video explanations. So right, let us start without any further delay. See here, my dear friends. So they have the first chapter of 6th class NCERT. First chapter of 6th class NCERT. The Earth in the solar system. The Earth in the solar system. So the main class we have discussed about solar system and its planets. And also we have discussed about asteroids, meteoroids and etc. See, these are the planets, how they rotate on its axis. You can see here, Mercury is rotating. You can find here, it is rotating in the anti-clockwise direction. Mercury is rotating in anti-clockwise direction. Venus is rotating in the clockwise direction, you can see, and Earth is rotating in anti-clockwise direction. For example, if you place a clock here like a needle, have you seen the needles of a clock? Yeah, exactly. In general, clock's needle will rotate from like this. But if it rotates in the opposite side, we will treat it as anti-clockwise direction. So even here, Earth is also rotating in this manner, means anti-clockwise direction. Venus is rotating in clockwise, Earth is rotating in anti-clockwise. Mars also anti-clockwise. Ceres, it is a new planet, dwarf planet, not the main planet, it is a dwarf planet, rotating anti-clockwise. Jupiter, anti-clockwise. Saturn, anti-clockwise. Uranus, it has some special character. It is not rotating on anti-clockwise direction, but it is rotating like in the side way. So it has the characteristics you can find here. It is rotating like in side way. Neptune, anti-clockwise direction on its axis. Of course, Pluto is not a planet, but it is a dwarf planet. You can find here. So Venus and Uranus are rotating differently when compared with the remaining planets. You can find here. So Uranus has one more characteristic. It is rotating on its sideways. So only one planet, that is Uranus, rotates on its side but not on its own axis. So that's the thing you have to remember here. Right? Have you got the idea? An idea? Yes, exactly. Very good. Next, after that, we will discuss the questions related to it. Which of the following statements is correct? Statement 1. A satellite is a celestial body that moves around the planets in the same way as the planets move around the sun. You have to find that whether the statement is true or false. Second one, stars have their own heat and light which they emit in large amounts. Is it true or false? So these are the statements. Select the correct answer using the code given below. 1, 1 and only, 1 only. 2, 2 only. 3, both 1 and 2. 4, neither 1 nor 2. So what might be the answer? So what is the answer for this question? Here the answer is both 1 and 2. Why? Because satellite is also a celestial body. Definitely. What is celestial body? The bodies which can emit light or which can twinkle and which has a huge mass. So satellite has a huge mass. Sometimes they can emit the light. So satellite is a celestial body that moves around the planets exactly in the same way as the planets move around the sun. For example, our Earth has one natural satellite. It is the moon. How it is rotating around the planet Earth? Like it is following some elliptical orbit. It is following some elliptical orbit. You can find. So I will show the animations related to that in the future slides. Okay, so finally, this option is the true. Next, stars have their own heat and light, which they emit in large amounts. What is the example for star? Can anyone say? Sun. So sun is the star. So that we are able to see now. So sun is emitting light by itself. So sun didn't depend upon any other celestial body. So by itself emitting light and heat. So that's why stars have their own heat and light which they emit large amount. So finally 2 is also true. So both the statements are true. So finally answer will be 3. So finally answer will be 3. So this is the question. Next after that, one more question. Consider the following statements. 1. The various patterns formed by different groups of stars are called constellations. The various patterns formed by different groups of stars are called constellations. Is it true or false? You have to find which not correct one, right? So 2. Ursa Major or Big Bear is a constellation. Is it true or false? So what we have to find? Which of the following statements given above is not correct? They are asking about not correct. What might be the answer? So these are the options related to the question. So let me explain the answer. So answer for this question is 4. So let me explain it. The various patterns formed by different groups of stars are called constellation. Exactly. What is the definition for constellation that I have discussed in the main class? Constellations is nothing but a group of stars. Constellation is nothing but it is a group of stars. It was formed like they can exhibit different shapes like a bear, like a Saptarishi. Already we have discussed them. Okay, so finally this statement is true. Next, Ursa Major or Big Bear is a constellation. Exactly. So finally both the statements are true. But in the question they have mentioned that they want to know not correct, incorrect ones. So here nothing is incorrect. So answer will be 4. Here the answer will be 4. Here the answer will be 4. Please remember it. Next, which of the following statements is correct? So statement 1. Jupiter and Uranus have rings around them. Statement 1. And second one, planets have their own heat and light. So here select the correct answer using the code given below. Okay, so here the question is that they are asking about Jupiter and Uranus have rings around them. Is it true or false? So here the answer is, these are true. Next after that, planets have their own heat and light. Is it correct? No. No planet has their own heat and light. So whatever the planets that were present in our solar system, they are getting the light from sun. Okay, so that's why this statement is false. So only one statement is true because Jupiter and Uranus have their own rings around them, including Saturn also. So Saturn also has their own rings. But coming to statement 2, So here planets doesn't have their own light. So 2 is a false. So according to this, what will be the answer? 1. So 1 is the answer for this question. Next question. Which of the following statements is correct? Statement 1. Mercury is considered as Earth's twin because its size and shape are very much similar to that of Earth. Second statement. Venus takes only about 88 days to complete one round along its orbit. Is it true or false? So here asking about correct answer. Identify the correct answer. Coming to the explanation of this question. Mercury is considered as Earth's twin, not Mercury, Venus. So Mercury not, it is a Venus. So if the Venus was present here, it will be the true statement. So that's why it will be wrong statement. So Mercury is the smallest planet and also nearest planet to the sun. Venus is regarded as Earth's twin and also morning star, bright star, evening star. So Venus has the characteristics similar to the Earth in terms of size and shape, but not the atmosphere. So 1 is a false. Second one, Venus takes only about 88 days to complete one round along its orbit. So it's not Venus, it's a Mars. Okay, so that's why it is also wrong statement. So both 1 and 2 are wrong. So finally, what will be the answer for this question? 4. So 4 is the right answer for this question. Next question. Which of the following statements is correct? Statement 1. Earth is the third closest planet to the sun and slightly flattened at the poles. Second statement. The moon appears so big because it is nearer to the Earth than other celestial bodies. So statement 1 is saying that Earth is the third planet from the sun. Is it true or false? Exactly. Up to here, true. And also, the poles of the Earth is flattened. So finally, statement 1 is true. So why? Because if we see the shape of the Earth, it will be similar to like. So here it was flattened at the North Pole as well as South Pole. And also it is the third nearest planet from the sun. For example, if it is a sun, so first planet was Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. So these are the actual distant planets. So here Earth stood at third place. So finally statement 1 is true. Second one, the moon appears so big because it is nearer to the Earth than other celestial bodies. Exactly. Our moon is acting as a natural satellite for the Earth and also it is very near to Earth when compared to the other celestial bodies. So second is also true. So finally, answer for this question is 3. Both are true. So 3 is the answer for this question. Next after that, one more question. Which of the following statements is correct? 1. Asteroids are found between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. Second statement. A galaxy is a huge system of billions of stars and clouds of dust and gases. So here he asking about select the correct answer using the code given below. So let me give the explanation for these statements. 1. Asteroids are found between orbits of Mars and Jupiter. Exactly. If you check in the solar system, already I have discussed in our main class and I have shown the images related to asteroids and asteroid belt. You can recollect from that main class. Okay. So according to that information, so asteroids are found in between Mars and Jupiter, which is true. Second one, a galaxy is a huge system of billions of stars and clouds of dust and gases. Already we have discussed that. Galaxy is a huge system which has stars, planets, dust particles, gaseous particles, rocks, asteroids, meteoroids, meteors. So according to this information, statement 2 is also true. So finally, 1 and 2 are true. So according to this, we can get the answer as option 3. 3 is the answer for this question. Next question. Which of the following are celestial bodies? So coming to her options, 1 sun, 2 moon, 3 earth, 4 meteorites. So here question, he is asking about which among the following are celestial bodies. To answer this question, we have to know the definition for celestial bodies. We have discussed in our main class with the videos, with the animations. So please recollect that information. So according to that, celestial bodies are the bodies which can emit light and heat, and also their size should be huge. Should be large appearance. Okay, so celestial bodies are nothing but the bodies which has huge amount of size and also very large, and which can emit light as well as heat energy. Let me see here. Sun, the size is very huge. It can emit light and energy, so it qualified the celestial bodies definition. Moon, size is very huge. It can emit the light. Of course, moon gets the light from sun, but even though moon is emitting light, so that's why we can treat it as celestial body. In the similar way, Earth is not a luminous body, but it gets the light from sun, even though it is emitting some amount of light, and also size is very huge. So 1, 2, 3 are celestial bodies. Coming to here, meteoroids. Meteoroids are also very huge rocky bodies. They are also emitting light with the help of sun. Okay, so finally, all the options are true. So according to this, we can conclude that this is the right one. So 4 is the right option for this question. Next after that, so this is the explanation for the question. Next after that, which celestial bodies are called stars? Here is asking about, as we have discussed about the definition for celestial bodies, and we know the definition for stars. Star is nothing but it is a celestial body which can twinkle, which can emit energy, which can emit light and heat. So let me explain these remaining statements. 1, those which are large in size. This next here is saying about definition for star. Those which are in large in size. Of course, it is somewhat true. Second one, those which have their own heat and light. So which have their own heat and light. Third one, those which do not have their own heat and light. Fourth one, those which revolve around the other bodies rotating on their axis. Let me see here. Let me discuss one more time related to star's definition. Star is a celestial body which can produce heat and light energy on their own. So have you seen any star? Have you seen any star? Exactly. Sun is our star which we can see with our naked eyes. Okay, so sun has the capacity of generating light as well as heat on its own. So according to the definition that what I discussed now, it will be satisfied only by second option. It will be satisfied only by second option. So those which have their own heat and light. So for this question, 2 is the right answer. Option 2 is the right answer. Why 3, 4, 1 were false? Because of course it satisfies somewhat definition for stars, but it is not emitting light. So First one false. Third one, those which do not have their own heat and light, as I said, they should be luminous, self-luminous, but it is not explaining about self-luminous. Fourth one, those which revolve around other bodies rotating on their axis. Here in our solar system, star is like a sun is not rotating around the planets. Planets are rotating around the sun. So that's why this is also false. Okay, so finally for this question, 2 is the right one. Next one. This is the explanation for the previous question. Okay, next. What are the various patterns formed by different groups of stars called? So what are the various patterns formed by different groups of stars called? So simply he is asking about the definition for, simply he is asking about groups of stars called as. So they have given the options as 1. Milky Way, 2. Solar System, 3. Andromeda, 4. Constellation. So what is the answer? So let me explain each and everything. 1. Milky Way. So our galaxy known as Milky Way, as we discussed that definition for galaxy. Galaxy comprises of billions of stars, planets, dust, meteoroids, meteors, asteroids. So this is going out. Solar system. Solar, what is solar system? Solar system is nothing but it has a sun and planets. Okay, it has a sun and planets. So solar system also goes out. And Andromeda. What is Andromeda? It is one of the satellites of the Jupiter. One of the satellite of the Jupiter, and also it is the largest satellite. Okay, so it is a satellite. So this third option is also going out. Constellation. Definition for constellation, nothing but group of stars. So finally 4 is the right one for this question. Okay, you can see the explanation here. You can find, while watching the sky in the night, the various patterns formed by different groups of stars are seen. These are called constellations. It is an exact definition for constellations. Right. Next, after one more question. Ursa Major or Big Bear is related to. So he is asking about Big Bear or Ursa Major is related to. They have given 1 as a solar system, 2 constellation, 3 asteroids groups, 4 none of this. So what is the answer for this question? What will be the answer for this question? Exactly. In the main class, in the main video, I have shown the image related to Big Bear. So please recollect that class. So what is the answer for this? Constellation. So Big Bear is a group of stars. You can find the image here. This is the one, Ursa Major or else Big Bear. So this is the group of stars. You can find this is the star. Okay, these are the stars. If you join the stars in the sky, we will get the picture as bear. So that's why the group of stars or this constellation is known as Ursa Major or else Big Bear. If you see the image, you will get bear shape. These shape we got by joining the stars which were located at these junctions. Okay, so this is the image for Ursa Major. Next question. Consider the following statements. 1. The Earth is a planet. It gets all its heat and light from the sun. Second one. The Earth is the 4th nearest planet to the sun, and according to the size, it is the 3rd largest planet. He is asking about correct statements. So if you know the answer, you can give the answer in the comment section, or else wait for the explanation if you don't know. Okay, see my dear students. Statement 1. The Earth is a planet. Exactly, it is a planet because already we have discussed about solar system and its planets. It gets all its heat and light from the sun. Exactly, because our Earth is not a self-luminous body. It is a non-luminous. Okay, so statement 1 is the true. Coming to the second option. the Earth is the fourth nearest planet. Is it true? It is a one false one, because already I have discussed in the previous slides that Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. So Earth is third nearest planet to the Sun. Earth is third nearest planet to the Sun. So that's why this statement will be false. See here. And according to the size, it is the third largest planet. In terms of size, the size of the Earth is fifth planet. Size of the Earth is fifth one. So that's why with this information also it will become false. So finally, only one statement is true. So that is a 1. So 1 is the answer for this question. You can see size of the planets. Right, you can see the size of the planets, and diameter from smallest to largest one. So Mercury is the smallest planet among all the planets. So it's you can find diameter of it. So diameter is 4,880 kilometers. Then after that you can find Mars. Then after that Venus, Earth diameter 12,742 kilometers. Neptune, Uranus, Saturn, Jupiter. Okay, so these are the diameters from small to the largest one. Next, after that, you can find planets' size. According to this size only, we got the Earth's rank as 5. We can find here Jupiter. It's a size. It's a 120% of the size of the Earth. Saturn, second place. Uranus, Neptune, and fifth. In terms of size, Earth's rank stood at fifth place. Okay. Sixth Venus, seventh Mars, and eighth Mercury. So this is the information. Next question. Now we will discuss one more question. On the basis of increasing distance from the Sun, choose the correct order of the planets. So they have given the options. So asking him. So according to the correct sequence of the location of planets in the solar system, find out the options which is suitable to the exact existence of planets. See, coming to her explanation, Sun, first planet is Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter. So identify the sequence in the options. So Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. It is the right one. So 4 is the right option for this question. Next, after that, it is explanation. And coming to here, which of the following planets are inner planets? As I discussed in the main class, like inner, outer. So inner planets were Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. Outer planets were Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Uranus and Neptune. So according to the information which I provided here, find out the correct options. So Mercury, Venus, and Mars. So 1, 2, 3 will be there, should be there. So 2 is the right one. So 2 is the right for this question. Next one. Consider the following assertion and reason. Consider the following assertion and reasoning. So assertion. Rotation period of Mercury around the Sun is the shortest among all planets of the solar system. So he is asking about which one is the true. Okay, means whether the reason satisfies the assertion or not. So rotation period of Mercury around the Sun is the shortest among all the planets of the solar system. He is asking this. Is it true or false? So for this reason, they have mentioned that Mercury is the nearest planet to the Sun. So definitely Mercury is the nearest planet. So Mercury is the nearest planet to the Sun. It is taking less time to rotate, to revolve around the Sun. So it is a reason. So both are true. So assertion and reason are correct, and the reason is the correct explanation of the assertion. Okay. So this is the thing. So Mercury takes 88 days, Venus 225 days, Earth 1 year, Mars 2 years, Jupiter 12 years, Saturn 29, Uranus 84, Neptune 165 years. So as the distance increases from the sun, distance increases from the sun for these planets, they are taking more time to complete rotation and revolution around the sun. So this is the actual distance from the sun. So Mercury, Venus, or Mars, Jupiter, like that. So their time periods also increasing in this manner. So reason is satisfying the assertion. So finally option 1 is the true for the previous question. Next after that, the asteroid belt found between which of the following planets? So he is asking about where is the exact location of asteroid belt. 1. Mercury and Venus. 2. Venus and Earth. 3. Earth and Mars. And 4. Mars and Jupiter. 4. Mars and Jupiter. So what is the answer? So what is the answer for this question? What is the answer for this question? Yes, Mars and Jupiter, as we discussed. So asteroids belt or asteroids means they are the group of rocky substances. They are the rocky substances, dust particles, ice particles present in between Mars and Jupiter. Present in between Mars and Jupiter. So that's why this fourth is the true one. You can find here asteroid belt. So this is the asteroid belt which was found in between Mars and Jupiter. Okay, Mars and Jupiter you can find in the image. Next after that, assertion. The shape of the earth is described as geoid. Reason. Earth is slightly flattened at the poles. Okay, Earth is slightly flattened at the poles. So he's saying that the shape of the earth is regarded as geoid. Why the word geoid was given to the earth? Because its poles of the earth were flattened. That's why geoid shape was given to the shape of the earth. So he is asking whether it satisfies or not. Definitely both assertion and reason are correct, and the reason is the correct explanation of the assertion. So both are the true. So that's the thing. I will show the shape of the earth, actual shape of the earth. So this is the actual shape of the earth, but not this. This is a spherical in shape. This is spherical in shape. For our convenience, we are treating shape of the earth as this. But actual one, as a realistic one, actual shape of the earth is this one. The poles were flattened here. You can find flattened poles. When you can find here the flattened poles. The shape is like this. So this shape is known as geoid. No other body in the universe is regarded as geoid. Only earth. So earth shape, this is the shape of the earth, and this shape is known as geoid. Actually, this is the realistic shape of the earth, but not this. So according to our convenience, we are considered shape of the earth like this, which is a spherical in shape. Next after that, which of the following are part of the solar system? 1. Planets. 2. Satellite. 3. Sun. And 4. Meteoroids. 1. Planets. 2. Satellite. 3 sun, and 4 meteoroids. So they are asking about which of the following these bodies are part of solar system. We know that sun is a part, planets are the part, some other asteroids, meteoroids are the part of solar system. So finally, including satellites. So all are part of solar system. So what might be the answer for this? 4. So 4 is the right answer for this question. Okay, next question. Which of the following statements are correct? Which of the following statements are correct? Which of the following statements are correct? The sun provides the pulling force that binds the solar system. Is it true or false? The sun provides the pulling force that binds the solar system. So true or false? 2. The sun is the ultimate source of heat and energy for the solar system. So explanation coming to here. If you know the answer, you can comment your answer. If not, wait for the explanation. Okay, right. So the sun provides the pulling force that binds the solar system. Exactly. As we know that every celestial body has their own gravitational force. And also, if they are rotating, they will exhibit centripetal and centrifugal forces. They will exhibit centrifugal and centripetal forces. And also, including that, gravitational force. Including that, gravitational force. Gravitational force. So, for that, 1 will be the true. So, sun provides the pulling force. Means sun is a big celestial body. It has a gravitational force. If any object has a gravitational force, it has the capacity of attracting the smaller objects towards it. Your sun is also doing the same thing. It attracting the smaller objects towards it. Okay. For example, if you drop this pen towards the surface of the earth, what will happen? It will fall down, but it won't go up. Why? Because even earth has gravitational force. If earth doesn't have any gravitational force, if you drop a pen, it will be in the air, or else it may rise up, but it is going down because earth has a gravitational pull and gravitational force. The similar way sun has the same. The sun is the ultimate source of heat and light for the solar system. So definitely it has both heat and light. It has both heat and light. So both 1 and 2 are true. So for this, 3 is the correct one. 3 is the correct one. 3 is the correct one. Next one. Which of the largest and smallest planet in our solar system? 1. He is asking about largest and smallest planet in our solar system. Recollect the information from the main class. Largest planet, Jupiter. Smallest planet, Mercury. So find out the options. Find out the those answers in this set, in these options. Jupiter and Mercury. So 1 is the right one. So 1 is the right one. Next one. Which of the 2 planets compare to other planets of the solar system in the opposite direction? Okay. So which are the 2 planets compared to the other planets of the solar system in the opposite direction? As I shown in the image. If you want, I will show the image here. One more time. Please wait. I will show the images. Wait time. You can check here. Among all these planets, only 2 planets are opposite to the other planets. What are those? Find out. So with your observation skills, find out. What are the different ones? Exactly. Venus and Uranus are opposite to the other planets in the solar system. So final answer is Venus and So, Venus and Uranus. Venus and Uranus. So let's find out the answer. So what is the answer? Venus and Uranus. So answer is 3. So Venus and Uranus are rotating in the clockwise direction, and also Uranus is rotating on its side. The remaining planets were rotating in the anti-clockwise direction on its own axis. So that's the information. Next, one more thing. Yeah, exactly here. Next one. In our solar system, which planets do not have a single moon? He is asking about which planets doesn't have moons. Means at least a single moon. Means which planets doesn't have any moon. Which planets doesn't have any moon? So here the answer is, what is the answer? Mercury and Venus. They both don't have moons. Mercury and Venus doesn't have moons. Saturn has moons. Uranus has moons. Jupiter has moon. Earth has moon, and the remaining planets as well has their own moons. Okay, has their own moons. You can find that. Jupiter has more than 75 moons. Now it has 82 moons. Okay. Mars has 2 moons, Phobos and Deimos. So Mars has moons, Phobos and Deimos. Saturn 53 moons. Additional some may there. So still they are under discovery. Uranus 27. Neptune 14 moons. Okay. Neptune 14 moons. Okay. So this is the information. Next one. Which of the statements given above are correct? Statement 1. A satellite revolves around the planets as well as the sun. He is asking about which among the following are true. Second one. The Earth's satellite moon's diameter is half that of the Earth. Is it true or false? So what is the definition for satellite? A satellite is a body, celestial body, which rotates around other body or else around other planets and also as well as the sun. So finally, this statement is a true. So a satellite revolves around the planet. For example, if you treat moon is a satellite of the Earth. So moon rotates around Earth as well as around the sun. So here final answer came. Next one. The Earth's satellite moon's diameter is half that of the Earth. No, my dear friends. So this Earth's diameter, if we make it 4 parts, so that equal to moon. So Earth's diameter is 4 times of the moon. Moon's diameter is 1/4 of the Earth. Both are same. Okay, so finally second goes out. So here the answer is only 1. Okay, you can find. What I said here, moon is rotating around the Earth. So you can say moon is rotating around the Earth. Sometimes the shadow of the moon falls on Earth. You can find here. Next one. Who was the famous astronomer of ancient India? 1. Panini. 2. Bhaskaracharya. 3. Aryabhatta. And 4. Nagarjuna. He is asking about the famous astronomer of ancient India. So that is the thing. 1. Panini. 2. Bhaskaracharya. 3. Aryabhatta. And 4. Nagarjuna. Okay, so try to find out the answer. Panini, he was a Sanskrit scholar. Bhaskaracharya is not that much ancient one when compared with Aryabhatta. Okay, so both are astronomers, of course, but they are asking about the famous astronomer of ancient India. So he was more aged than Bhaskaracharya. Okay. Next, Nagarjuna, he belongs to religion. He belongs to Buddhism religion. Nagarjuna was preacher of Buddhism. Preacher of Buddhism. So final answer 3. So Aryabhatta was ancient famous astronomer. Okay. So you can find. So he is a Aryabhatta 476 to 550. So in 476 BC, Aryabhatta was born. Not BC, it is AD, 476 AD, Aryabhatta. Okay. So this is the information related to Aryabhatta, and he was Bhaskaracharya. So the greatest astronomer and mathematician of ancient India was the first person to calculate the time taken by Earth to orbit the sun. Okay, so when compared with in between, Aryabhatta was the senior one. Next after that, Panini, he was a creator of Sanskrit. Panini was a creator of a Sanskrit. Okay, so finally Panini goes out. That's the thing. And one more question. Consider the following statements. Consider the following assertion and reason. Assertion: only one side of the moon is visible to us on the earth. Exactly. Reason is saying that reason. The time taken to complete one rotation of the earth through the moon is more than the time it takes to complete one revolution of its axis. So he is asking about saying that the time period of Earth and Moon are not same, but they are the same. So reason goes out. Left with only this assertion. So assertion is true, but reason is false. Assertion is correct. Reason is false. So this is the one. So option 3 is the correct one. Option 3 is the correct one. Okay, so that the time taken to complete one rotation of the earth through the moon is more than the time it takes to complete one revolution on its axis. So 3 is the right one. Let me explain here assertion. Only one side of the moon is visible to us on the earth. Exactly. See, for example, my dear students, if it is our moon, generally we know that moon rotates on its axis. It is rotating. If moon is this side, am I able to see opposite side? No. If the moon is like this, am I able to see this side? No. Why? Because no one can see the opposite side if the body is opaque. Moon is an opaque substance but not transparent. So that's why we cannot see the opposite side of the moon. In the similar way, we cannot see the opposite side of this mouse. If I stand here, I can see the only this side face, but not this side face, because it is opaque. In the similar way, this is also here. Okay, so that's a explanation for this question. Okay, next, consider the following statements given below. The small pieces of rocks which move around the sun are called meteoroids. Definitions. Yeah, exactly. The small pieces of rocks which move around the sun are called meteoroids. True. The whitest glowing path across the sky from one end to another, which is a cluster of millions of stars. This band is called the Milky Way. So it is also definition for Milky Way. So both are true. I will provide the explanation here. You can find here. The whitest substance, the milky white substance here in the sky. So this is the Milky Way. You can find this is the Milky Way. In that Milky Way, solar system is one of the part. In that solar system, our sun is one of it. This is like a drop in a ocean. Our solar system is a drop in a ocean. Our solar system is a drop in a galaxy. Okay, so it is a galaxy, Milky Way, and it is the sun. Okay, so these are the explanation for the MCQs which were provided in end of the NCERT video classes. So in every class, in every chapter of each class of NCERT, we will provide multiple choice questions. We will provide multiple choice questions with a video explanation. So thank you so much. I hope everything is clear. If you have any queries, please let me know. I'm ready to solve your queries. So thank you so much. This is Ishwar Kumar, Faculty of Geography and Current Affairs. Thank you so much.